I had bought Jen Hatmaker's books when she was married, and I would read the books and think, oh, this is such a perfect marriage, and it, it inspired me. And sometimes you don't know what's going on behind the smile. So I didn't get enough time with her. So I wanted to know, would you mind if I brought Jen out to talk to her some more? So I'm going to reintroduce Jen Hatmaker. Hey, girl. Oh, my goodness, my love. How you doing?
I love you.
I love you, too. And I'm so glad you came out here because this will be for our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And, it's just like I was just saying to the crowd, it's bad enough you got a man that's cheating on you. It's bad enough y'all pastors, you're trying to figure out how are you going to rebuild your life. But you got 5 kids.
Right.
Like, how scary was that, knowing you got to take care of these kids?
Oh, my gosh. At the time, they were 14 to 22. So I had 2 in high school and 2 in college. 1 just graduated. And this is just not a story I ever wanted for them. I thought we were going to be lifers. My parents are lifers. My in-laws were lifers. I had a vision for our life, and it was long, long, long. I saw grandbabies on our porch, right, together. But I learned after I lost my marriage that, to be honest, Sherri, I was more attached to the idea of my marriage than my actual marriage. And I realized that once it all sort of slipped through my fingers, and I discovered not just me, but the kids too, on the other side of it, healthy, healing, happy, connected. Our kids are more resilient than we think. And I'll tell you what, we are more resilient than we think. You can lose the most precious thing to you that you cannot even fathom. And I'm just telling you, we are not defined by our biggest loss, ever. Not a single one of us. We still get to build a beautiful, meaningful second half after loss.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's like, it's so funny because I thought that of being I remember when I was cheated on, and you get into those arguments, you're angry, and I remember hitting my stomach going, I wouldn't have done this. If I'd have known you were going to do what you did, I would have never done this. And I remember being on the floor crying because I said I never wanted to be a single mom. And I said, what am I going to do now? And then it was so scary knowing I got a son with special needs. I'm a single mom. I don't know how to handle all this. You have an idea in your head, and it doesn't happen the way you thought it was going to happen. But not only you went through this, but you also had to navigate your daughter Sydney actually coming out and telling your mom, I'm a lesbian. Yeah. And we're in the church. We grew up with a belief system. So you had to kind of re-navigate. How did you deal with that?
That was maybe 10 years ago. And I'd already kind of gone through a pretty, what turned out to be public reckoning with the belief system that I was handed. I know a lot of us probably grew up and we were just handed a set of beliefs. This is what we think about this. This is good, bad, right, wrong. There's no nuance here. There's no different way to understand it. There's not a different interpretation. So when it came to the LGBTQ community, I had one idea about that. It's this or that. And as I got older and started reckoning with my own theology, I got wiser and more expansive, and my community changed, and I started going, I don't believe this anymore. I don't believe this is true. I believe that our gay neighbors and beloved people are whole, beautiful, wonderful people. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be changed. Like, they deserve love. They deserve marriage. They deserve full inclusion in the church. They deserve their full authority and autonomy over their gifts and over their stories, over their communities. So I said that in public, and that, as you and I have talked about this before, but that was the end of that season of my career. My books were pulled out of print and off the shelves, but it was shortly thereafter that my daughter came out to me. And I'll just be grateful for my whole life that she knew she had a safe home. That she knew she could say that to her parents and be cherished, adored. The only thing that I told her was, I'm just so glad I know this about you now. You're not alone in it anymore. So
I think that's one of the hardest things. I think that's one of the hardest things is for a person to come out to their family.
Certainly.
Especially if your family's grown up, you know, very, very, very believing you know,
right.
something, and you having to come out.
That's right.
And I know that now you're at the pride parades. You be hugging on everybody
I'm
out there,
draped
girl.
in rainbows. I'm draped. What a beautiful community. I feel so grateful and lucky to be welcomed by that community with such open arms. And they have made my life so expansive and beautiful.
It's so funny. What I meant to say is it's hard coming out, but to know that you have a safe landing place,
that's right.
especially with your mama, a safe spot to always
right.
come and know that you will always be enveloped and loved.
That's
it's like
right.
the way God loves us.
That's it.
You know, you will
It's
always
pretty
be
simple.
loved.
Yeah.
It's so simple. And so this is another thing that I love about you, girl. You got this online community of girlfriends. I get a kick every time you get a tattoo, every time it's just like, you know, and you have these women, you've got an entirely new audience of women. How do you feel about this online friendship that you've developed?
This is my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
There was a minute when I lost the first crowd and thought, well, I don't know who will have me. I don't know where I'll land. I don't know what I'll do. And I have to have some other skills. Maybe I don't know what I'm good at something else.
Yeah.
I can find some other career, I guess. And then to have my community online backfilled with all these hilarious, smart, curious, interesting women who are so loyal, not just to me, but to each other, has been like the joy of my life. And I now have the community I used to dream about. And so y'all are welcome in it. Come join it.
I'm telling you.
They're down to clown all the time.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you are 51 years old. 50
Yes.
what? 55. That's it. That's it. This second half of the life is just like absolutely amazing.
Let's go.
You know, let's go.
Let's go.
But you've had to take like just stock of your life and
Yeah.
what you're going to do and all of the changes, and you call it. It's like this midlife renaissance.
That's right.
You got a different
right.
term for it. What do you call it?
Well, my girlfriend Glennon has always said, we're watching the Genaissance.
The
And I'm like,
Genaissance.
yes,
That's what I like.
yes, it is.
That's what I like.
Midlife is amazing. It is not a crisis. That's terrible branding. I'm not having it. Like, it is not a crisis. It is a reckoning, and it is a reclaiming, and it is a becoming. Look at us.
I'm telling 58.
Look at us.
58. I'm telling you, that's what?
Come on.
It is
Come on.
really, I think that if
Yeah.
you can look at it like that, this is a second chance
That's
to
right.
do those things that you've always had you know, you put on the china with the fine, you know, the shelf with the fine china.
That's right.
This is the age where you can, like that thing where you said, can I do it? This is the chance to do it, to do those things that you always dreamt about. The kids
real.
are getting grown now.
right.
You're out there. You may be by yourself single, which is even better if you're single because you got more time to do it.
That's right.
Or, you know, if you're with somebody, but get out there and try it.
Also, this is the best us we've ever been.
I know.
This is the smartest we've ever been, the wisest we've ever been, the best we've ever been.
That's right.
This is the moment to go for it. Like, now that people tell me, because I just, crossed over in my 50s, and they're like, wait till you get to your 60s. It's even better. I'm like, I believe you.
What?
I believe you. Let's go.
All right,
Let's go.
girl, I'm telling you. Ah!
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yo, Jen Hatmaker. I love that word that you gave. I love you, girl. You got that fine man over there that you met the old-fashioned way. I was trying to get on all the dating apps, but I said, I'm just going to go stand in the street and go, what you want from me, Lord?
Hey, you there. Don't ask your mama. Tell your mama. Tell your cousins. Tell your besties. Tell everybody to follow Sherri Show TV for more great content like this.